give it to you real, and I give it to you raw. I give you what you want, and I'll keep you coming back.
It's Blakkandi. It's Blakkandi.
Hey guys, welcome to my channel. It's me, Diana, known to you guys as Blakkandi on the web. So right now I'm just going to be doing a small podcast and recording this in just to let you guys know what's going on with me and what's going on just a little bit with the world, a little bit of my input. I'm sure you guys might have questions. You guys can leave that below. But right now, welcome to this podcast, Blakkandi After Dark. Anyway, I want to talk about the earthly reset. I was talking to a client of mine and she was asking me about, she's a Taurus, and she was asking me about different things in relationships. And I told her, I said, look, there's no need to worry about anything. And it was the whole conversation way before the everything about the virus and all this stuff, you know, just about the different signs and all this right here. But anyway, I'm talking about all signs. This is pretty much talking about the earthly reset. This is what's going on though right now, even though I know that we're going on with COVID-19 and all this stuff, a lot of people losing jobs. It's going to be an enormous amount of jobs that's going to be available very, very soon for everybody. You guys will see. What I'm talking about though now, when she asked me about, you know, what was going on with her sign and then also her mate sign, so no need to worry. You know what I'm saying? You're a Taurus. And everything is going to be returning back home. And she didn't understand that. I said, just wait and see. Everything is going to be reset. Everyone is going to be going back home. So what I mean when I'm saying that is when the earth and everything, and we hit the shift, and then the shift and stuff of the planets that happen. Everything is to return back to normal. If you guys don't know, and if you have not seen, it's just that the world had been just full of chaos, running amok. You know, everybody just doing what they wanted to do. Everybody cheating. People stabbing people in the backs. People betraying everybody. People getting sick. People just doing what they want to do. And it got to the point where people, they were working, overworking. People not even seeing their kids. The kids are actually being lonely, feeling abandoned. Some parents thought that they were parenting alone. They just thought that they was in relationships and all this stuff for long. Some people just thought they put their job first and forgetting about, yeah, you have to provide, but you're forgetting about your family, other relationships that you had. You're starting to think about your work relationships and not your home relationships, just family, the environment, the pollution, everybody just flying out, driving, doing everything. I mean, no one thought about what we were doing to ourselves, to others, to the earth, pollution, all this stuff. So when the divine says enough is enough, you know what I mean? Because you can do what you want, you know what I'm saying, until the divine steps in. You can only do so much before something happens. That's just like when you're drinking. If you're drinking too much, something's going to happen that's going to make you stop. Whether it's liver cancer, whether you're in an accident, you know, so maybe it's something that, you know, you lose a limb. Something's going to happen to make you stop and you're going to reset. You know, so, but with everybody and how the world was, everybody is returning to home. You know, so with all these cars not driving around, it's not that much pollution. People are now having to be in the house with their families. Before, they can run out, they can go to friends, they can go to bars and all this stuff. You know, divine, shut the bar down. You're going to be going home. That's what you're going to be doing. You're going to be going home to your family. Then everything now is broken down where it can be 10 people or less within a party or within a group setting. So you can't go hang out with all these people. And then now you got to cover your mouth. You can't even have all these conversations. You can't be comfortable, you know, because what are you going to be doing? Putting the mask on, pulling it down? You're not going to want to do these things. Nope, you're not going to want to do that. So you can't go and hang out with these friends, can't be disrespectful, can't be sneaky. Everybody is now hanging with their families. All these families that was away from their kids, now they're keeping their own kids. You know, you have some people that have these nannies and then they want to take them and drop them off at daycare, all that. Now you're keeping your own kids. You're having to bring your ass home. That's what's happening. You're having to deal with your problems. Any other time, people will like to just go different places and not deal with their problems. They'll say, we have to talk about this now. Can we talk about this later? No. You're going to be in the house to deal with your issues, your family issues, your marital issues, You're going to have to deal with all of this. You're going to have to learn to parent. Because some people have kids. You know what I'm saying? They have money, but they really don't parent. They pay someone else to parent. And that's when some of these kids, they want some of this attention and they don't get the attention that they need. So then they're disrespectful towards their parents. But, you know, and then this is when the parent has to deal with what the teachers and everybody else deal with. You know, and you like to say, no, not my kid. My kid doesn't disrespect people like that. You haven't been around your child. You haven't been raising your children. Everybody else raises your children while you run around and you run the streets and you put everything else. You know what I'm saying? Your family is a priority. I know that you have your job, but your family, this foundation that you building, this when you got together, when you said, I do until death do us part, that's when you decided to build. You build with that person. The job comes second. You guys build together. Some people like to go and try to make more money. You don't always have to go. The answer is not always money. You have a helpmate that you said I do to, that you wanted to build with. You build from the bottom up. That's what you do. You create a strong foundation so that nobody tears it apart. Something that is protected by the great divine. So, but anyway, so I was telling her, don't worry about it, because with relationships, everybody's going to return home. The ones that had the mistresses, they can't just fly out and go see them anymore. No, you're going to know who's important. You know, God is going to show you what's important in your life. And if you was doing a little bit too much with your job, that's done too. That can all be taken away from you. Family can be taken away from you. You know, nobody doing all this driving. And you also now starting to see people, kids were always inside playing all these video games. Nobody goes outside. No one went outside anymore. Everybody was just going out partying. Kids staying inside, playing on the games, playing on the phones. Nobody went outside. You never seen a lot of people. Yeah, you would see some people go to the park, but not like how it used to be back in the 80s. You know what I'm saying? Back in the 90s. People go and have picnics. They take their kids to the park. They're getting that family time. You see children riding bikes and all this stuff. Now they're selling bikes like crazy. You're starting to see people getting outside, taking their kids outside. They're taking walks. They're walking their dogs. You're seeing people exercise out. Everybody was always going to the gym. You didn't see a lot of people out walking like how they were doing. You didn't see any of that. And then have y'all seen the grass and the trees and all that? How the scenery. It is so green out there. And when you look at the grass, you see the grass so full because you don't see people that's out there just trampling all over it. The grass, the flowers, everything is blooming. It is very beautiful outside, very green. And you don't have all these cars going up and down the street. And then remember how you get all up in traffic and you smell this one car that's just polluting everything. You're not smelling that. You're not seeing that. Families are coming together. Families are eating together. The ones that used to eat out all the time. Now kids are getting home cooked meals. Their parents are seeing how they're eating. Their parents are seeing if they're brushing their teeth, if they're going to bed on time. And not only that, then when the school closed. So now the teachers don't have to keep calling you saying, hey, this isn't turned in. This isn't turned in. Or you don't have to wait till they get their report card and you see them not doing their work. You know now at home. You know at home right now what these people deal with. Everything working from home. And then a lot of people that said they didn't get time with their children. I don't get time with my children. Oh, I'm tired. Better be careful what you ask for. You tired, you need some time off. God has given you guys, has given a lot of people a vacation. And you want to spend time with your kids. You are in the house, stuck in the house with your kids for what, almost a month now? You getting that time. All that time that you wanted off. So then you will appreciate the job that you had. Something about the job you might not like. You know what I'm saying? That you might not like. But then when you are at home and it feels like you don't have a job or you're about to lose a job, you'll appreciate what you have. So that you can move on. You can move forward. You can continue to build until you find something else that's better. If the doors open up for you, if the windows open up for you, if the divine has something for you, you know, you would appreciate your life more. You would appreciate your livelihood. You will appreciate the things that you have, such as a car, MARTA, friends and stuff that's going to be there for you. You need to learn to appreciate the life that you have, the life that you have been given. And guess what? Only you can make it better. You can't blame everybody. And you know how you didn't get along with Joe, Tom, Susie and stuff at work. You couldn't stand them. Didn't want to walk around their cubicle and all that. You're not walking around no more. I bet you'll be glad to see them when you go back to work. And for all of those people that you did not like, you had many hours, so much time to work on you. To work on you and your ego and your attitude. Because nobody is perfect. You can be appreciative when you go back and you see people. Because you've been by yourself, driving yourself crazy, talking to yourself, talking to the mirror, looking at a lot of TV, your kids driving you crazy. So you will respect in having a conversation with an adult. You would respect the people that's around you. And you can be like, damn, I didn't know that I could like Joe, Tom, Susie, Harry, whoever it is. Work on you. Maybe it was something that was within you. Sometimes it's the things that's within ourselves. You know, everybody has that side where they can snap now. And sometimes stuff builds and builds and builds and builds and builds in you until you just burst. And it just comes out. You know what? You've had time to release a lot of things and reset. You have learned that how you were working and spending your money not like how you should, you know, and being responsible. A lot of you guys can't go out there and spend money like that. You are learning to save. You are learning to budget, you know, with your kids and stuff right here, because you see how they eat now. You know, you see how they eat, you see how you eat. And then when you were living above your means, you're learning though now that you have to bring it back down. Not just a couple of notches, because we don't know what's going on. This is an earthly reset. Everything is resetting. Family, love, relationships, the things that you do, health. A lot of people are sitting home and they're eating. And then they want to blame it and say, you know what I'm saying, this Rona weight. No, this ain't Rona weight. That's your wanna weight. You want to look like that because you eating like that. If you didn't want to look like that, you won't eat like that. And then you try to blame it on Rona. No. Right now is the time that you are resetting the things like for yourself and for others. The ones that after this is over or they have some type of control, you will have more self-respect, friendship respect, and you will respect friends and friendships. Reset your attitude for the things that you're going to do. Because you know what? Nobody knew that the world was going to come into a halt like how it is. How everything is though now. You're learning things about how you spend, how you talk, your phone bill, your bills that's inside of the house. People, they want the time off. Oh, they were just loving this vacation. Now a lot of people are ready to go back to work. Ready to go back to work. When these people ask you to wear a mask and wash your hands, do it. Do it. Don't just say, I don't want to do this. Think about all the other people. Think about your kids. Think about everybody else. Everybody else, we're all in this together and we're trying to get control of this. You're trying to get control of this. You're trying to get control of this. But you all have to participate. Teach your kids to wash their hands more. Teach your kids to wipe down things. But like I said, this is the earthly reset from pollution, from relationships, going to church. Because you know what? A lot of people started to see like church had started to be a business. And I know I'm going to get a lot of flack for this. I know I'm going to get a lot of flack. But you only get flack when you speak truth and you touch somebody. You know what I'm saying? Because if I don't touch you, you know what I'm saying? What am I doing here on this podcast if I can't touch you? This is an earthly reset. Things that were, the things and how they used to be, as they were, is no longer anymore. That when you get somebody, you see somebody, you ain't seen you a long time, what's up, man? You know what I'm saying? All that. You're going to be like, watch my space. You're also learning something new. You're learning your new normal, whatever that may be. Because it ain't everybody. You're going to have a different new normal. Respect for relationship. Don't you know now what people are being home, they are falling in love all over again with their loved one. They are learning to conversate and speak. In marriages, you know, people used to just butt heads. Somebody fly out, go to work and all that stuff. I ain't got to hear this. I'm going to the hotel. I'm going to be here, have a drink and be with friends. And you tell everybody else your business. Now you can't tell nobody your business. You're home with her or with him. Deal with it. You have to have that conversation. You know what? You can only argue for so long. Hash it out, hash it out, hash it out, hash it out. That person can't go out and just get an apartment. These apartment complexes not opening up their offices for you at all. They're not showing any apartments for anybody. Sit your ass down and deal with your problems. Deal with your marriage, your relationship, your courtship, your relationship with your kids, your parental issues. Sit down with your kids and see what you need to do to get them to do their work. Spending more time, family times, love. Learn to tell somebody you love them. Learn to tell somebody you care, because you know what? When you arguing with somebody, you know what to say, angry women, angry black women, angry any damn body. When you sit here and you just continue to let that anger build in a female, there's a lot of time with females. It could be men too. You know what I'm saying? Because some people are emotional beings. I'm an emotional being. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I have to try and snap back. It's hard. It's hard when you have been hurt. But you know what? When you have hurt somebody and a woman or a man is just bitching. This is the earthly reset. How about when you think that you can't fix your marriage or you can't fix your relationship at all? You can't fix it. You don't know what to do. You want to go to a counselor and all that. You don't need a counselor. What she needs is you. What he needs is you. And guess what? A simple taking a person's hand, looking them in the eye and saying, I'm sorry. I love you. Let's start over. What can I do to make it better? Where did things go wrong? Tell me. Go deep. Dig deep. Just like you dig deep when you go and tell everybody your business. You dig deep when you telling your friends, oh, she this right here. I should have stayed single. I shouldn't have married her. No, you married her because you loved her. You go back and you fix your relationship from what you started from. How do I get back here? Because you can get there. You can get there. Go and correct your wrongs. Reset your relationship. When you start taking all these vacations and all this stuff, take your family. Start it over. Start your memories over. Because guess what? We're making history. This is history. A lot of people are going to talk about this. These little kids and stuff, they're going to be talking about this for years and years and years, 20, 30 years from now. They're going to say, I remember when that happened. Guess what? They can also remember my parents all lovey-dovey. Oh, my parents, we did this or that. We stayed in the house. We played games. We watched movies. People are cooking. They're doing movies at home. I've got hula hoops and all this stuff right there. You have to reset yourself. My attitude now is just growth. Where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? People are now, you remember how people get on the internet, they trying to date. You can't date on the internet. They trying to meet up with somebody. You just going to be talking to them. It's like, when am I going to see you? What? You can't be in two places at one time. You got to deal with your relationship. Deal with your relationship. And remember, karma is a motherfucker. Remember that. Karma is a motherfucker. You'll know, because things won't happen the way that you want it. You'll start getting bad luck. You're going to start losing money and all that. But you got to go and fix your wrongs. You have to admit that you were wrong. Some people's ego is so damn big. So damn big that they can't admit anything. They don't want to. They just think that it's you. And it ain't always you. Sometimes you play a part in that. Me, I get the attitude. And I got the attitude when somebody do something to me, I just boom. But I have to learn from that. You know what I'm saying? I have to learn from that. And I'm seeing things that's in myself, that's happening in my life that affects my friendships, my relationships all around, my work relationships, the things that I want to do, things I need to know. I don't know everything, and you don't need to know everything. This is an earthly reset all the way around. Y'all around here tearing up the world. Y'all are tearing up the world. You know what I'm saying? The great divine step in and say, oh, no more. No more. Everything gonna be shut down. No more. I'm stepping in. No, y'all gonna take y'all ass home to y'all families. You know what I'm saying? If you gotta go to work, you're gonna work from home with your families there. You're gonna start eating dinner together. If you're gonna order for everybody together. You're gonna deal with your relationships. All this pollution, y'all just tearing up everything. I'm just shut it all down. No, you can't drive. No, you can't hang with your friends. No, you can't. Just resetting everything so you will appreciate the gift that I give you. Don't you guys know that when you have a relationship and you have a wife or you have a husband, that is a gift to you. When God gives you a gift, it is protected. It's delicate. It's special. That's your children. That's your job. That's your relationship. That's your friendships. Real friendships. When you see When you guys see red flags, notice that that's the great divine. That's the spirit waking you up, showing you something. When you know, you know. You don't let anybody manipulate you and tell you that you're wrong. That's a lie. Spirit don't lie. God don't lie. You know what I'm saying? If you hurting and you feel pain, you know that's pain. You don't let nobody say, you know, you okay, you okay. No, speak up. Speak up for yourself. This is a great and grand earthly relationship. Look at everything in your life and see how everything is changing. You know, you just tell people to be in the house before dark and stuff, and you know, your husband or wife will say, I'm going somewhere and I'll be back and all that stuff. Oh, they can't run these streets. They can't. You got to get your ass in the house. Everybody got a curfew. Get your ass in the house. Let me tell y'all, this is a earthly reset all the way around, in and out. The great divine has stepped in and taken over. Taken over, whether you believe it or not. Look at it. Look around you. Can you just walk out the door and just show up to somebody's house like pop-ups? Pop up my ass. Who knocking on my damn door? No, can't nobody just pop up and say surprise. No, you want to know, oh, where you coming from? Don't get too damn close. Men are now starting to take out the trash. You're starting to see people do their own lawns. Everything is going back to how it was, all family. Being appreciative of the job. Some people, they get upset if the wife makes more than the husband. Guess what? During this earthly reset, is some men lost their jobs. Happy that their wives make more than them. You know what I'm saying? Can keep them afloat. Appreciate him. Appreciate her. The things that people do. The things that people bring to the table. Appreciate family. Be there with your family. Because if not, you never know when this is going to happen again. You never know when God is talking to you or speaking to you. Because guess what? If you were doing wrong, and having fun, guess what? It's been snatched away right now. And guess what? The divine sees all. All. Everything. Sees all. And will take everything away. But people just running around and doing what they want to do and playing around, playing relationships, playing with hearts. People, you know, killing, shooting, stuff like that right there. I mean, look at Miami. How now their stats have gone down for murdering. How everything is. I mean, it's still a lot of things that goes on. But everything just took a dive. Just took a dive. Just, you didn't know what was going on. If you think that you can do what you want to do in this world and get away with it, you now know that's a lie. Because you never know when something is going to come and put a stop to everything. All of you guys who are screaming about your job and how you hate it and stuff like that, I bet you're grateful that you can pay a bill. I bet you're grateful that you have a roof over your head. I bet you're grateful that you have that check coming from that job that you didn't like. When you go back to your job, you speak to people, you tell them, hey, how you doing? You want to know how they were really doing. Because you haven't talked to an adult. You've been talking to your kids. You've been talking to the wall. You've just been talking to your husband about the same thing over and over, and your wife over and over and over and over about the same entire thing. And also your relationship. And where you did not talk to your family members and your other half, guess what? The line of communication should be open. You have now time to repair, rebuild, and reopen the line of communication. Look at your old wedding photos. Look at your videos. Look at photos. Look at your friends. You know, get on the internet, talk to people, video call, all this stuff. Have relationships. Have fun. Dance. Love. Because when they start to lift, because it has to lift. I know a lot of people are saying, it's lifting too soon. It's lifting too soon. Things happen for a reason. Those ones that's running out there, who think that, hey, it's time for me to get out there. You know what I mean? And they're not listening. Still the divine is at hand. Still at hand. Because snatch their ass right back off them streets. You know, and you shouldn't be there. You know what I'm saying? You're learning, people learn to do their nails. They're learning to do their hair. They're doing makeup at home. They're doing all this stuff at home. Bonding at home. And I'm truly grateful for all these first responders, everybody that's on the front line. I'm thankful for the military. I am thankful for everybody that's doing their part and doing their job. You are greatly appreciated. I pray for you guys and your whole entire family, and that everybody is well, and that God keeps you safe, protects you from harm, and I hope that God covers you and your whole entire family. And then what's coming for you is coming for you, because this is not the end for the job that you guys are doing, trying to protect us and trying to lead us, continuing doing your jobs, getting up every single day and doing what you guys are doing. You are greatly appreciated, and you will be rewarded for it. Think about all this stuff. This is for all signs. The whole entire world is going through a reset. This is the earthly reset. You're learning how to balance everything. Rebalance yourself. And I just wanted to talk about that. Don't worry about that. When when I was talking to my friend and she was talking about, her mate, I said, don't worry. He's coming home. And this was before all of this. I said, he's coming home. You'll see. And she was like, what do you mean? I said, you'll see. It's a shift coming. It's going to be a big shift. A big shift. One that you're going to experience in your lifetime. You know what I'm saying? One you're going to experience. You're going to remember this right here, the shift. He'll be home. He's going to be home a long time. Take advantage of it. Love him. Love her. Love him. Love them. Love us. Rebuild. Make memories. Be thankful. Be thankful. Be graceful. And then you also, every morning that you wake up and you are healthy, you tell the great divine, you tell God or whoever you follow, thank you, Lord, for another day. Thank you, Lord, for watching over my family. Thank you, Lord, for watching over my friends. Keep us all safe. Pray for him too. Or her too. Whoever you pray to. For keeping us all safe. And that we get a hold of all of this. You guys in 2020 are experiencing an earthly reset in everything. An earthly reset. Everything. Think about life as you did last year is no more. It was all turning. It was coming. All coming. Life as you once lived and the things that you did is no more. No more. A lot of people who did drugs and all this stuff, they can't get out and get it like how they did before. They can't. Some people wanted them to slow down to try to get a hold on it. They are dealing with it. Trust me. You got somebody in your family that's dealing with drugs and stuff like that. Trust me. They're going to reset. And somebody is going through cutting off drinking like that. Some drinkers are going to cut it. And they're going to love and trust. They're going to be like, hey, I treated this person just like this for this long. And now that everything came to a halt and I needed a place to go, she didn't kick me out or tell me to go. She just let me come back home. This person is still here for me. He is still here for me. My family is here. Family is important. Friendship is important. Me being authentic is important. I don't want to live life how I lived before. This is what I want. People out there partying in the streets and in the clubs and stuff, whoop, took it. Gone. Clubs, shut down. Bars, shut down. Stripping club, shut down. Gluttony, eating and all that. Restaurants, shut down. All that. Can't drive, curfew, shut down. Pollution, all this stuff. It's not no more. The earth needed a break. Needed a break. Everybody out here just doing all kind of bullshit. All kind of bullshit. See where we are. Y'all out here doing all kind of bullshit. And the great divine stepped in and said, if you won't listen to me and all the things that I've given you, if you don't appreciate what I have given to you, remember, when God gives you something you don't appreciate it, he'll take it away. All this freedom and stuff that we had, remember, we free. You see how free you are, right? Everything that you was given, and we did not appreciate it. I'm saying we within myself, some of the things that you didn't appreciate and weren't thankful for. You know what I'm saying? Because it's always been I. He took it away. You just remember, you are living right now throughout this earthly reset. Let's see what your new normal is going to be. Be grateful, appreciative, and thankful. This is the grand earthly reset. I'll be talking about it a little bit more. It's a lot of things I wanted to elaborate on, but I'm going to go ahead and cut this short. Thank you guys for joining in on Black Candy After Dark. I'll talk to you guys later. I love you guys. Bye.